It's funny how sometimes the things that seem the simplest end up being the most important.
Absolutely.
And today, we're going deep on one of those things.
Okay.
The tiny little variations in the time between your heartbeats
Hmm.
and how those variations can actually reveal a whole lot about your overall health, especially your heart.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have this super interesting article from Finch, and they're a health tech company.
Mm-hmm.
And the article is about their Finch Q system, which basically uses these heartbeat variations
Okay.
to give us a whole new perspective on heart health.
Yeah, it's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, so let's unpack all of this, starting with like the basics. What exactly is this thing?
What's called heart rate variability,
Okay.
or HRV for short.
HRV, got it.
And it's really not just about how fast or slow your heart's beating,
Right.
but it's about the subtle changes in the intervals between each beat.
Mm.
A healthy heart.
Yeah.
It doesn't just beat like a metronome.
Right.
It's got this dynamic rhythm.
So it's like a dance then, more like a dance than just like a straight march.
Exactly. It's a dance, and the more variation in that dance, the better
Interesting.
high HRV. That suggests that your body, and especially your autonomic nervous system,
Okay.
is really adaptable and resilient.
Now, hold on. Tell me a little bit more about this autonomic nervous system.
Okay, yeah.
What role does that play in all of this?
Well, you can think of your autonomic nervous system as having two branches, basically.
Oh.
You got your sympathetic nervous system
Okay.
and your parasympathetic nervous system.
Right.
So the sympathetic nervous system, that's your fight or flight response.
Okay.
That kicks in, when you're stressed or when you're in danger.
Just your heart racing, yeah.
Exactly. It speeds up your heart rate, gets you ready for action.
Okay, and then I'm guessing the parasympathetic nervous system is kind of the opposite of that.
Exactly, yeah. It's your rest and digest system.
Okay.
So it promotes relaxation. It slows down your heart rate.
All right.
Now, a healthy heart, it can switch smoothly between these two states, depending on what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where HRV comes in.
Makes sense.
High HRV means your autonomic nervous system's in good shape.
Right.
It can shift gears easily
Mm-hmm.
and keep your heart functioning optimally.
So if your autonomic nervous system is like a car,
Okay.
then high HRV means you can smoothly accelerate, brake, and handle all the different, road conditions. And then low HRV.
Yeah.
That's like driving a car that's sluggish, maybe prone to stalling out.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like a well-maintained car is less likely to break down
Right.
a heart with high HRV.
Right.
It tends to be more resilient
Makes sense.
and less susceptible to problems.
Okay, so this is all making a lot more sense now.
Good.
But the article also mentions a link between low HRV and an increased risk of sudden cardiac death, and that sounds pretty serious.
It is a serious issue,
Yeah.
and research has shown a really strong correlation between the two.
Mm-hmm.
There was there were studies published in major cardiology journals,
Well, okay.
like the Journal of the American College of Cardiology.
Right.
They all highlight this connection.
So does that mean, like, if you have low HRV, does that mean you're definitely headed for some kind of heart problem?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's important to remember that HRV is just one piece of the puzzle.
Mm.
It's not the entire picture.
Right.
It's an early warning sign that doctors can use.
Along with other things.
Yeah, along with other tests and assessments
Yeah.
to get a more complete understanding of your heart health.
So it's more about recognizing the potential risk and then, taking steps to address it. Okay, so that brings us to Finch Q.
Okay.
How does this system use HRV data to give us that clearer picture of our heart health?
Well, Finch Q is designed to track your HRV,
Right.
like over time.
Yeah.
It's not just a one-time snapshot.
Right. So it's not just about getting a single reading, but it's more about like understanding how your HRV changes over time.
Exactly. Yeah, think about it like this. If you were trying to improve your fitness, you wouldn't just weigh yourself once and call it a day.
Right.
You'd track your progress like over time.
Yeah, to see how your efforts are paying off.
Exactly.
Right.
Finch Q does the same thing, but for your heart health.
Oh.
It shows you how those lifestyle choices you make or maybe even like medical treatments are actually impacting your HRV.
Okay, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be incredibly motivating
Right.
to see those tangible improvements over time. Okay, so We know that low HRV, that can be a warning sign,
Yeah.
and Finch Q, that can help us monitor it.
Right.
But what can we actually do to improve our HRV?
Well,
The article mentions nine different ways.
yeah, there are.
Should we try and cover all of them?
I mean, we could, but to really dive deep,
Yeah.
let's just focus on a few of
Yeah.
the most like interesting and impactful ones.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Which ones jump out at you as the most,
Well, exercise is a big one,
Okay.
especially aerobic exercise.
Right.
This type of exercise, like running or swimming or cycling,
Uh-huh.
it really challenges your cardiovascular system.
So I've always heard that exercise is good for your heart.
Yeah.
But could you explain why, like, aerobic exercise in particular is so beneficial for HRV?
Well, when you do aerobic exercise,
Yeah.
your heart has to work harder to pump blood and oxygen, throughout your body.
Right.
And this strengthens the heart muscle
Okay.
and improves its efficiency.
Mm.
And it enhances its ability to like adapt to different demands.
Right.
So think of it as giving your heart a workout so that it can handle stress more effectively.
Okay.
And as your heart becomes stronger and more adaptable,
Yeah.
your HRV, that tends to increase.
So it's like training your heart to be
Yeah.
a more versatile and resilient dancer.
Exactly.
With more variations in its rhythm.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that analogy.
Good.
So now you mentioned stress management as
Yeah.
another key factor.
Yeah.
I know stress is bad for you in general, but how does chronic stress actually impact our HRV?
So when you're constantly stressed,
Yeah.
your sympathetic nervous system,
Okay.
that fight or flight response, that's dominant.
Right.
And this can actually lead to a decrease in HRV because your heart is kind of stuck
Yep.
in a more rigid, less adaptable state.
Right. So it's like you're constantly driving with your foot on the gas pedal,
I'd say.
and eventually your car is gonna wear down.
Yeah, it's almost like stress is putting the brakes on your heart's ability to vary its rhythm.
Right. Okay. And speaking of giving your body a chance to recover,
Yeah.
let's talk about sleep.
Okay.
I mean, we hear all the time how important sleep is.
Right.
But how does it tie into HRV specifically?
Well, sleep is when your body,
Yeah.
including your heart,
Okay.
truly gets a chance to rest and repair itself.
Right.
During deep sleep,
Yeah.
your heart rate slows down.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure drops
Uh-huh.
and your breathing becomes more regular.
Right.
All of this contributes to a higher HRV.
So it's not just about the quantity of sleep that we get,
Right.
but the quality of sleep as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
If you're constantly waking up throughout the night or not reaching those deep
Yeah.
restorative sleep stages, your HRV will suffer.
Mm.
In fact, some research suggests that even a single night of poor sleep can negatively impact
Wow.
your HRV the next day.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I know I've definitely felt more sluggish and off my game after a bad night's sleep.
Of course.
I'm starting to see just how interconnected all of these lifestyle factors are.
They really are, and that's why it's so important to take a holistic approach
Yeah.
to heart health.
It's like for so long we've kind of thought of heart health as this big mystery.
Yeah.
But learning about HRV, it feels like we're finally getting a glimpse behind the curtain, you know?
Right, exactly.
And the best part is it's like it gives us these actionable steps we can take to actually improve things.
I agree. And for a long time we focus mainly on reacting to heart problems after they arose,
Right, like once they're already there.
But HRV, it empowers us to be proactive.
Yeah.
To understand those subtle signals that our body is sending and make positive changes.
Right.
Before issues even arise.
It's like having a secret weapon almost, right?
Yeah, kind of.
We can see the impact of our choices and then adjust our approach, to living healthier.
Exactly. And that's where Finch Q comes in.
Right.
Instead of relying on those sporadic checkups.
Yeah.
We can get continuous feedback and see how those lifestyle tweaks, whether it's exercise, managing stress, or prioritizing sleep,
Right.
how they actually affect our HRV over time.
It's like having a personalized roadmap.
Yeah.
to better heart health.
The better heart health, exactly.
This deep dive has honestly been so eye-opening for me.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
It's amazing to think that something so simple. Yeah.
As the variation between our heartbeats
Oh.
can tell us so much.
It is remarkable.
Yeah.
And the more we learn about HRV, the more we realize just how interconnected our heart health is with our overall well-being, you know.
For sure. Before we wrap up,
Yeah.
what's one key takeaway that you hope our listeners walk away with today?
I'd say this. Even though we can't, see or feel it,
Yeah.
the tiny variations in our heartbeat are telling a powerful story about our health.
Right.
By paying attention to our HRV
Okay.
and making those positive changes that we discussed,
Right.
we can write a much healthier and happier ending.
That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
And for our listeners, if you're ready to start exploring your own HRV and take charge of your heart health, head over to Finch's website at bio.sitefinch.
It's a great resource.
They have a ton of information about HRV and the Finch Q system.
Yep. Thanks for joining.